A shot rings out in Handlova, the attempted assassination of Robert Fico. The bustling marketplace in Handlova, Slovakia, became a scene of chaos and terror on May 15, 2024. Prime Minister Robert Fico, a figure known for his robust presence and firm grip on Slovakian politics, was greeting constituents, shaking hands, and engaging in conversations. The atmosphere was light, filled with the buzz of local commerce and political discourse. But that normalcy was shattered in an instant. A loud crack echoed through the square, followed by screams and a wave of panic. Fico, clutching his lower back, stumbled and collapsed. Blood seeped through his clothing, staining the pavement crimson. The unthinkable had happened. An attempt had been made on the life of Slovakia's prime minister. In the immediate aftermath, chaos reigned. People scattered, desperate to escape the scene. Bodyguards scrambled to shield the fallen prime minister, their faces etched with fear and urgency. Some eyewitnesses froze, paralyzed by the shock of the event. Others, driven by adrenaline and a sense of civic duty, rushed to Fico's aid. The world watched in disbelief as news of the assassination attempt spread like wildfire. Slovakia, a nation known for its relative political stability, was suddenly thrust into the global spotlight, grappling with the reality of political violence. The idyllic image of a marketplace transformed into a frantic scramble for safety, punctuated by the piercing sirens of approaching emergency vehicles. Medics rushed to Fico's side, working feverishly to stabilize him. The assailant, apprehended amidst the pandemonium, was quickly whisked away by security forces. The scene was a stark reminder of the fragility of peace and the ever-present threat of violence that lurks beneath the surface of even the most seemingly stable societies. Chaos and confusion, eyewitness accounts, and immediate aftermath. Eyewitness accounts painted a harrowing picture of the chaotic moments following the shooting. Vendors described the scene as like a nightmare, the festive atmosphere dissolving into panic and fear. A fruit seller, still visibly shaken, recounted how he saw a man in a dark hooded sweatshirt push through the crowd, raise a handgun, and fire a single shot. Another witness, a young student, spoke of the chilling silence that followed the gunshot, broken only by the Prime Minister's gasps of pain and the ensuing screams of terrified onlookers. The immediate aftermath was a blur of activity. Police and security forces swarmed the marketplace, securing the perimeter and searching for any potential accomplices. First responders worked tirelessly to tend to the wounded Prime Minister, their faces grim as they assessed the severity of his injuries. The scene was a whirlwind of flashing lights, shouting voices, and the constant drone of helicopters circling overhead. Amidst the chaos, a sense of disbelief hung heavy in the air. How could such an attack occur in broad daylight, in a seemingly peaceful setting? As news of the assassination attempt spread, a wave of fear and uncertainty swept across Slovakia. People huddled around televisions and radios, desperate for information about the Prime Minister's condition and the motives behind the attack. Social media platforms exploded with reactions, ranging from expressions of shock and outrage to calls for unity and calm. The attack on Robert Fico had shaken the nation to its core, leaving many grappling with the realization that political violence could strike anywhere, at any time. The events in Handlova served as a chilling reminder of the fragility of peace, even in a country that had long been considered a bastion of stability in Central Europe. A nation on edge, the response and medical updates. The Slovakian government responded swiftly to the assassination attempt, issuing statements condemning the act of violence and vowing to bring the perpetrator to justice. President Zuzana Kaputova, visibly shaken, addressed the nation, emphasizing the need for unity and resilience in the face of this unprecedented attack. She assured the public that law enforcement agencies were working tirelessly to investigate the incident and ensure the safety of all citizens. The government also announced heightened security measures across the country, deploying additional police and military personnel to public spaces and government buildings. Medical updates on Prime Minister Fico's condition were released cautiously, balancing the need for transparency with the desire to protect his privacy. Early reports indicated that he had sustained a gunshot wound to the lower back and was undergoing emergency surgery. Doctors described his condition as serious but stable, noting that the bullet had missed vital organs but caused significant tissue damage. The nation held its breath, anxiously awaiting further news of his recovery. The assassination attempt on Robert Fico left Slovakia on edge, the nation grappling with the shock of the event and its potential ramifications. The attack served as a stark reminder of the vulnerability of even the most powerful figures and the ever-present threat of violence in a world marked by political polarization and social unrest. As the nation anxiously awaited news of Fico's recovery, many pondered the long-term consequences of this act of aggression, wondering how it would shape Slovakia's political landscape and its place on the world stage.